Alright. Isang malaking awesome. Alright guys, sorry pasensya na tayo na late ng sobra kasi may iniintay ako, which is yung fiancé ko. Because I just want to make sure na okay din yung live natin kasi nag-prepare ako ng video sa inyo at magugustuhan nyo tong ating live. Ngayon yung mga nandito guys, magbabati nga pala ako ng mga nasa comment section natin dito sa may first like daw, this Cousins Vlog, big shoutouts. So meron tayo 6 viewers, thank you so much, and do not forget to like and share and subscribe of course dito sa ating YouTube channel. If interested ka sa mga ganitong chismis, feel free to do like so that I can actually go ahead and give you a shout out. Katulad ng gagawin ko ngayon. I-shout out tayo kay... Tingnan natin. Wait lang, nahanap ko yung pangalan nun eh. Ayaw magkamali. Okay, so kay Marlon De La Rosa, KP Vlogs. Yan, big shoutouts. Kay Alan Estanislao, nandito siya. Big shoutouts kay Fafa D, kay Fafa Dumandan. Big shoutouts kay Gabriel Franco. Big shoutouts kay Kima. And big shoutouts kay NinJZ dati na mga nagre-replay gang natin dito guys. And ayun nga, marami tayong pag-usapan guys. Okay, maisipin nyo nantotroll ako. Oo, nantotroll ako ng medyo. Pero seryoso to pag-uusapan natin guys, at magugustuhan nyo tong pin-repair ko sa inyong live. Okay, so now wait lang, play muna natin tong mga videos natin para ready na rin siya mamaya. Okay, yan, wait lang wait lang guys. Saan na ba yan? Wait lang, inayos ko lang yung live natin para dire-diretso na tayo. Kamusta yung mga trades nyo guys? Wala, no? Biglang umangat tayo. Rip Discord, oo nga eh. Kawawa sa Discord, inaatake yata yung Discord. Nako, GG tayo yung mga nasa crypto tapos nagdi-Discord. Mamaya atake sa Discord, sa crypto yan. Hindi natin alam, malay nyo, diba? Kasi nangyari na yan isang beses eh. So meron tayo 9 viewers guys. Big shoutout sa 9 viewers natin. And wait lang titignan ko yung mga chat natin. Mag-chat kayo na mag-chat kasi hindi na ako makakapagbasa ng chat natin mamaya. Kasi baka mawili ako magbigay ng mga... Mawili ako mag-review ng videos natin dito guys. So pag-uusapan natin ngayon yung kay Gary Gensler. And I know, trending na siya. Dami nag-uusap sa TikTok, sa Twitter. Maraming nag-post sa Reddit. And may mga bagong lumabas na meme. At nga pala, pag-uusapan din natin yung buong video pero pinaikli ko na siya para sa inyo. Okay? But if nandito ka, mag-like ka, mag-share at mag-subscribe so that I will be able to give you a shoutout. And of course, thank you sa mga nandito at huwag niyong kalimutang i-notification bell yung natin para na-alert kayo kasi katulad niyan, biglaan lang tayo nag-live. So hindi ko naman gustong ganon. Pero syempre, 'di ba, may mga uncircumstances tayo na hindi inaasahan. So, 'yun, Friday ngayon. Makinig kayo sa akin, guys. So, hindi 'to magiging mahaba sobra pero kung sisimulan na natin ngayon, maganda siya kung sisimulan na natin. Down pala si Discord, kala ko ako lang nag-error. Kala ko nga rin may ginawa akong masama. Paranoid daw kanina. Alright. So, grabe, sobrang epic na itong live natin na to ngayon. Okay? And kasi kung nung last time nag-review tayo ng mga hearing at Congress meetings, okay? Yan yung mga pinag-usapan natin, guys. Last 2 lives ago. And ngayon, ganun ulit ang gagawin natin. Pero this time, it is our favorite, which is Gary Gensler. Okay? Then sa uli, ng video natin na to ay pag-uusapan natin kung tingin ko, okay, yung tingin ko magiging dagdag ko sa reason bakit magsa-start yung ating bull run natin for 2024 Q4 dahil dito sa live natin na to ngayon. Okay? And it will just I have this guess na opinion ko lang to, guys, okay? Blasting us slowly to 100k by 2025 to 2026, which is a celebration for Bitcoin na nag 100k to 120k siya. So, hindi mo nabuburol talaga ako. ayan, hindi mo gugustuhin tong aking, okay? Hindi mo gugustuhin na maiwan or kumbaga, kahit mag-replay siguro hindi mo gugustuhin kasi maganda tong live natin na pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Okay, dahil sa live na to ay pag-uusapan natin yung ilang oras na mga meeting and congress meeting, okay? Hearing na walang kwentang parts din pero pinaikli ko na para sa inyo into a short live para mas maintindihan natin. Kaya wala kang dapat okay, so ang dami palang hindi na-inform kasi wala tayong Discord, no? Pero luckily nandito ay sa YouTube at naka notification bell kayo. Yun yung maganda pag may notification bell kayo kasi minsan yan katulad yan Discord walang kumbaga hindi pa na-fix. So it's been 20 minutes ago nung nagsimula siya na na-experience ko biglang hindi na siya maayos. So yun, kaya kumbaga wala kang dapat idahilan okay, para hindi mo mapanood to, and ako na bahala para sa inyo kung ano yung magagandang chismis lang hinimay ko na, hinanap ko na para sa inyo, inilagay ko dito sa live na to. Kaya wag niyong kalimutan na mag-subscribe dahil yun lang hinihingi kong bayad sa inyo, at mag-like at mag-share. I-share nyo to sa wall nyo sa Facebook, sa Twitter, o kaya naman sa mga friends nyo or sa family nyo na interested talaga sa mga ganitong topics. Okay? So, ako lang din yung ganito sa Filipino space natin. Naghanap ako kasi gusto ko na lang kopyahin kung paano nilang gagawin at paano nilang pag-usapan. Pero sadyang walang ganong tao. So, dumiretso na lang talaga ako doon sa original website para malaman kung ano nangyari. So, ayun, then humingi ako ng tulong sa AI kasi hindi ko na kaya, kumbaga paikliin talaga ng sobra. Pero yeah, ayun, ngayon kung ready na kayo, alam nyo na yung drill natin, sabihin nyo na, so anong chismis? Okay? So that magsisimula na tayo. Pag hindi ako magsisimula, guys. Okay? Alright, laging ganyan yung magiging sistema na natin, guys. Okay? Alright. Alright? Ayan o. John Amar, thank you so much. Ano na? Mason ako. Ano na? Mason ako. Sira ulo ka talaga. Ano, chismax? Ano yung Bitcom? Sige, mamaya manood ka dito para alam mo. Pag-usapan natin, guys. Okay? Ngayon, dahil ready na kayo, okay, sabihin nyo lang. Also, anong chismis? Ayun, thank you so much. Ayan, since ready na kayo, okay, commercial muna para kunyari vlogger tayo, guys, di ba? Okay, sa mga wala pang kucoin dyan, mag-kucoin na kayo, guys. Kasi sponsored ako ng kucoin na hindi naman official pa. Pero iniintay na lang natin yung ano natin, yung ating referral code na matindi. Okay, na kung saan mas makaka-benefit kayo at makaka-benefit ako pag nag-register kayo dito sa ating referral code na nandiyan sa may description down below. And you can also just copy or screenshot this video right now. Then copy nyo na lang yung QBSY9WV3 so that you can also enjoy the perks that I am enjoying if you will be using this one. Or pwede nyo rin gawin nyo sa family nyo. May kaibigan kayo na papasok sa kucoin, gamitin nyo yan. Or gamitin nyo na lang yung sarili nyo referral code para yung kung ano man yung binibili nila, magkakaroon kayo ng fraction nun papunta sa inyo. So yun, it's really up to you guys. Please mag-register na kayo sa kucoin so that you can enjoy the perks na wala din yung wala sa iba. Okay, so wait lang, guys, ibahin ko lang tong ating news today kasi hindi ko pa pala siya naiiba. Diba effective yung ano natin yung effective talaga yung thumbnail natin talaga. Tingnan mo sila, pasok sila dito. Anyways, natawa lang ako. Okay, so ngayon, guys, okay, may hinanda akong video para sa inyo. Okay, ngayon kung interesado ka sa mga ganito, nandito kayo sa tamang channel kasi ako, pinaikli ko na sa inyo yung mga videos na ganito Nakakatamad talagang panoorin to. Inaabot na ng ilang oras, then na ang hirap hanapin ng full hanggang sa mula doon sa wala pang nangyayari hanggang sa nag-start na sila hanggang doon sa after. Kumbaga pre at post meeting. Okay, so napakaganda ng mga nangyari. Then yung iba may mga boring parts pero hindi ko na sinama para hindi kayo maboard. Tapos ikukwento ko na lang sa inyo ano yung nangyari dun sa part na yon. Tapos ibibigay ko sa inyo yung reaction video ko imbis na TikTok reaction yung mga pinagpapapanood nyo guys. Okay? So dito may matututunan kayo guys. So kung nandito ka, mag-comment ka. And nag-big shoutouts na ako dun sa mga offline team natin or yung offline gang natin na nagre-replay gang lagi sa atin. Guys, thank you so much sa mga taong yan na patuloy na at walang sawang sumusuporta dito sa Osa the Chismoso. Please hit like and subscribe if bago ka lang dito, and hit mo na rin yung notification bell kasi sira yung Discord. Hindi ko kayo na-inform sa Twitter lang ako nakapag-post at sa Facebook. So please, okay? Now, ayusin ko lang tong screen natin so that we can share to you guys. Okay? Kasi sabi dito sira daw eh. Wait lang. Nasaan na ba yan? Hindi ko siya makita. Ba't kaya? Oh, wala siya. Wait lang guys. Nababaliw na naman tong natin. Ayan, try ko. Ay, wala. Ayun, ito ata. Ayan. Ata. Ay, hindi gumagana. So, hindi nga yan. Wait lang guys. Nagloloko tong natin eh. BLC natin. Ayan o, nagloloko siya. Ayaw niya gumana. Anyways, kung hindi gumagana, ito na lang gamitin natin, guys. Oops. Okay. Yan yata gumagana na to. Ito gagana to. Ito. Kita na ba, guys? Yan, kita na. Kita na ba guys? Kita na no? Ayan na, kita na daw. Okay. Alright. Awesome lang, malakas at mabango. Sira ulo to. Okay. Gameplay na natin guys para hindi kayo naboboard. Okay. Ayusin ko lang yung screen ng medyo light para kitang-kita siya. Okay. Ba't ganun? Ayaw niya. Papalitin ko lang tapos ahatakin ko yung video. Yan. Para hindi boring. O, diba? Hindi boring tignan. Ayan, okay na, diba? Kita niya na yung video 1. Okay, so play na natin guys. Ito yung clip 1 natin. And I hope you enjoy guys.
So many things change, so many things remain the same. Those are the same issues on the docket today. This means that in the last 5 months, you've done nothing to remedy the legitimate and often bipartisan concern expressed by this committee. That is disgraceful. Let me be clear, Chairman Gensler, our patience is wearing thin. Among your expansive rulemaking agenda items, there is not a single initiative aimed at improving access to capital. Third, your efforts to choke off the digital asset ecosystem, which has created real harm for consumers and our markets, is clear to all. And on the other, we've seen your ad hoc regulation by enforcement approach to digital assets on a losing streak in the courts. You refuse to be transparent with Congress regarding your interactions with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. Your lack of responsiveness to this committee's legitimate oversight continues to be unacceptable. And I want to finish here. So let me be clear. I do not want to be the first chairman of this committee to issue a subpoena to the Securities Exchange Commission. And you should not want to be the first SEC chair to receive a congressional subpoena. Either we find a path forward where the SEC recognizes Congress as a co-equal branch of government and is responsive to our oversight duties, or my option is to issue a subpoena. It's time for you to consider the lasting consequences of your action.
The chairman just indicated.
Wait lang. Pause muna natin that. Kaya nagsasalita yung yung bibig ko kasi nakakabit yung mic ko doon sa So pasensya na kung ganun. Pero tiisan nyo na lang, guys. So isipin nyo na lang ginagaya ko at minamak ko tong mga nangyayari. Anyways, okay? So syempre hindi lang tayo manonood dito, guys. Gusto ko kayong turuan at gusto ko maintindihan nyo yung mga nangyayari dito, guys. Okay, so may mga sinabi doon na words na malulupet. Okay? So sa clip na yon, okay, nilatag lang lahat agad-agad ni McHenry yung mga batas ng SEC chair. Kay SEC chair, I mean. Okay? Pero isang bagay man yung nakakalito sa, kung may bagay man na nakakalito sa lahat, yung maging sa tulad kung konti lang yung alam pagpatungkol sa mga ganitong bagay, like yung terminology sa law. Okay, yung usapin ng co-equal branch of government. Kasi hindi naman talaga branch ng government sila. So, sino yung sila na yon? So, sabihin natin yung SEC. Yun. Okay, hindi sila branch of government. Okay, so marami sa inyo nag-iisip na branch ng government ang SEC dito sa US. No, even the feds. Okay, ito yung napag-alaman ko na the SEC is an independent federal agency established pursuant, okay, to the SEC or the Securities Exchange Act of SEA, which is the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. Okay, may binabasa lang ako, guys, huwag kayo mag-alala. Okay, galing to doon sa ng US. Okay, headed by the 5 members of commission or / the mafia. Joke lang, walang ganun. Walang mafia. Okay. So, 5 members of the commission. The commissioners are appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate. And the president designates one of the commissioners at the chair. So, may sinabi din doon na congressional subpoena. Mamaya, magiging mas malalim pa tong topic ng congressional subpoena. Okay, kung saan, okay, ito, makinig kayo, guys, kung saan ibibigay nila ng malupit tong topic ng congressional subpoena at kung ano yung magiging last decision sa huli at ano yung bitcom. Okay? Mamaya sasabihin natin yan. Okay? So ngayon, okay. Subpoenas are ordered to produce records or testimony, and can you refuse? Yes or no? Okay, yun yung tanong. With a wrongful refusal, magbabayad ka ng 1,000 and imprisonment or up to 1 year. So, ang tanong doon, ulitin ko lang, can you avoid congressional subpoena? Yes and no siya. Okay? Yes, if you have the rightful, right way to refuse or nakapaloob sa batas. Pero kung hindi, magbabayad ka ng $1,000 doon sa, grabe yung 1 hour na binabayad lang naman kay Gensler, tapos 1,000 lang yung babayaran, no? Pero syempre, meron tayong imprisonment of 1 year. Okay? Depending on the gravity of the case as well, syempre, nakapaloob doon. Pero hindi tayo si Attorney Libayan dito para mag-usap ng mga ganyan. Chismoso lang tayo, guys. Okay? Pero tara, play na natin yung next clip. And about this time, papakinggan dito naman, we'll be going to listen to Maxine Waters. Okay? So, I know that this is a somehow old news because 1 day ago to, pero hindi kasi ako nag-live kahapon. Ngayon lang ako nagla-live. Diba, every other day tayo, pahinga ako, worry about my own business, then balik ako bilang Oso the Chismoso. Babalik ko sa inyo lahat ng siksik sa liglig at nag-uumapaw ng mga chismis. Okay? So, remember last time ginawa natin siya ng malupit na edit. If naalala nyo, last two lives ata natin yon patungkol sa feds. Pinakita ko sa inyo, guys, yung malupit na edit ko kay Maxine Waters. So, kung sa mga hindi nakakaalala kay Maxine Waters, ibibigay ko sa inyo yung video ni Maxine Waters dito para maalala nyo siya. Okay, then magiging malalim yung topic natin kay Maxine Waters. We're in, guys. You'll be able to also see how Maxine Waters could be somehow being manipulated or being puppeteered by someone in the banks or the Wall Street banks. Okay? Pero ito, like I said, ginawa siya ng malupit na edit dati and clown siya talaga ng Congress ngayon. Hanggang dati pa naman din, kahit hindi pa yun yung issue, since we're talking about also yung sa Democrat funding, etc. Makikita nyo yan pag hinalukay or ginalugad nyo yung topic about kay Maxine Waters. Then, yun nga, tingin ko tuta talaga siya ng that's my opinion. Tingin ko tuta talaga siya ng Wall Street banks. And here, we will see. Pakinggan muna natin siya, guys. Okay? Ang dami kong ligoy-ligoy. Buisit.
A subpoena. It's time for you to consider the lasting consequences of your action.
The chairman just indicated that his patience is running thin. Mine is thinner with the opposite side of the aisle. That said, I want you to know that you're doing exactly the job that the American people want, and is shaping up to be the most pro-worker, pro-investor, pro-small business SEC since FDR created the agency. My patience is wearing thinner than the chairman's patience. Let's get on with it.
Alright guys, medyo nagiging dramatic yung nangyayari dito guys. Pero yun, that's Maxine Waters for you guys. And yun yan, nagiging medyo mainit na agad dito pa lang sa part na to. About, yung parang reaction dito, okay, parang okay. Okay parang ganun. Alright, so yan, parang ganun yung mga gusto kong, kumbaga, maging reaction kung nandun ako siguro. Kaya siguro hindi ako congressman or senator. Kasi right there and there, magiging bullet straight ako. Bullet straight ako or brutally honest ako pag natatawa talaga ako. Tatawa ako dun sa mic. Actually, I'll be so informal. Siguro hindi ako congressman or senator. Pero anyways, tara pakinggan natin si first opening naman ni Senator Sec Chair Gensler about this topic naman. I mean this live natin.
America is blessed with the largest, most sophisticated, and most innovative capital markets in the world, but we cannot take this for granted. Even a gold medalist must keep training.
Even a gold medalist must keep training. With all due respect, Mr. Chairman, if the U.S. capital markets are a gold medalist, you are the Tanya Harding of securities regulation, because you are kneecapping the U.S. capital markets with the avalanche of red tape coming out of your commission.
Anyways, ayun. So, alam mo yung ang galing nila maging formal, pero at the same time, ang galing din nilang gumawa ng mga side tito jokes at mga daddy jokes nila. So, I had to really search about the funny jokes para lang maintindihan yung mga ibang funny jokes nila, especially with Tanya Harding, since I'm not familiar with Tanya Harding. Pero kayo na lang mag-research, kayo na lang mag-search. So funny. It really depends on you, guys. Okay? Kung magkano yung thumbnail natin, guys, na Bitcoin, maniwala kayo guys. Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin is the new thing. Okay? Makinig kayo dito, guys. At kung di kayo natawa, okay? Kasi dito, okay, yung mga susunod nating clips, maging mas nakakatawa siya. But yeah, dadagdagan natin ng mga clips ng mga trolls, okay, sa Congress. And sobrang kulit na itong mga to. Tingnan natin tong next clip natin ng mga trolls na to. Okay? Not so trolls, pero they're funny.
Chair Gensler, last time we were here, I asked you about Ether. In 2018, you say that Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash are not securities. Why do you believe Bitcoin is not a security?
Thank you, Chair. And I think you're referencing remarks I made as a professor at MIT. And as I wrote in that paper at that time, it was really about something called the Howey test. And the Supreme Court, it's the law of the land, talks about if the public is anticipating a profit based on the efforts of others.
Alam mo yun, guys. So ito yung area kanina kanina tuloy yung kahapon na nangyari. And it is just so funny that they're actually like putting a lot of, marketing also, like just to push the people to fight for crypto and stand with the crypto. But yan yung project ng Coinbase. So basta isa siyang revolutionary movement in cryptocurrency, in crypto space na gustong baguhin yung industry ng finance. Okay, so pakita ko pa sa inyo, guys. Okay, wait lang.
Committee
Yan, ito, yan. So, yun yung truck nila, nakapasok sila. But, yeah, let's talk about the next video, which is yung video 5 natin. Then, ito na.
SEC Chair Gensler, speaking of, is testifying right now on Capitol Hill before the House Financial Services Committee. He seems to be reiterating much of what he said in the past, that the industry is rife with non-compliance.
We're here talking about Stand With Crypto. We've got the pins. People can check out standwithcrypto.org and sign up if they want to be a crypto advocate. I think there's a general consensus and understanding from both sides of the aisle that this is an important issue. The SEC has just been on this path of regulation by enforcement, or harassment, if you will, where every startup in the space gets a subpoena or a Wells notice, and that's not sustainable, and it's not okay. There's a lot of people in Congress that are unhappy with his approach.
Okay. So, nakita nyo yun. But anyways, I think it's a libreng marketing para sa kanila kasi since they have access to this kind of meetings, and also they can be invited or, you know, verge in. Basta hindi siya manggugulo. So I think it's really, really smart to inject this kind of marketings here. It's very relevant marketing, I would say. Then, para maging, kumbaga, I really like their message. I tried to visit the website. So, I did sign up kasi tiga US ako. Pero, okay, tara, pag-usapan na natin. Ayoko na masyadong pahabain yon para matapos natin tong live na to within an hour. Okay? Tara, maging seryoso din tayo pala ng konti kasi yun naman talaga yung process. Ay, yun yung reason natin dito. And since we're talking about Bitcoin, okay, tara, seryosoin na natin to ng konti. Okay? Then, papakita ko tong sa inyong clip na ito na talk ng Bitcoin. Isang commodity ba siya or hindi? Okay?
Your view on Bitcoin, you've made comments on this. You believe Bitcoin is not a security. Is that true?
Well, I think the staff of the SEC have also, and the prior chair.
I'm just asking you this question, and this is not a gotcha. I thought this was going to be an easy softball into harder questions. Do you think Bitcoin is a security?
No, I think I've said this in the past that I think that it doesn't
I'm asking you to answer
test.
my question now. This is not supposed to be hard.
I know. I said it
Just
does not meet the Howey test, which is the law of the land about being an
So
investment.
it doesn't meet the Howey
Lord.
test. So therefore, it's a commodity. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's not a security, and then the test is otherwise for other laws.
Alam mo yung, ewan ko, sa akin lang, weird kasi sa akin eh. Weird still para sa akin yung mga sagot ni Gensler. Nababatrip ako, halatang okay lang sa kanya na ganyan, na napaka-incompetent niya. Okay? Ewan ko sa akin lang. Ewan ko sa inyo. So, I want to hear your comments. Pare-pares tayong mag-react sa mga ganitong videos. Kasi napaka-healthy na ito, guys. Dito dapat kayo nagre-react. Okay? Nababatrip ako kasi halatang okay lang sa kanya yung mga ganyan. Kasi alam niya na he is getting paid by someone. Alam mo yung tipong sa work. Kunyari ako sa work ko. Okay na sinisigaw-sigawan ako ng mga boss ko at ng customer ko. Pero okay lang sa akin. Kasi bakit? Binabayaran ako ni cryptocurrency eh. May pera ako sa crypto. Ang laki ng pera ako sa crypto eh. Tapos may business pa ako. Parang ganun na wino-workout. Tapos kumbaga ganun yung pakiramdam ko kay Gensler. Na okay lang, trabaho lang, na okay lang ganto-gantiin siya pag mukhain siya tanga sa nationwide or sa worldwide, you know. 'Di ba? So it's funny. So kumbaga ox lang kasi trabaho nga lang eh. Na may nagbabayad talaga behind all of these shenanigans sa pinagagawa niya. Kumbaga yung mga sinasabi niya na paulit-ulit and by the book or bagan memorize yung mga linya. Ayan, so tulad nga sabi ni Reiko, overly aggressive to be honest. Actually, yeah, I would somehow agree. Bayad yan both sides. We don't know. I don't wanna release that kind of it really depends. It really depends. Ayan. So natatawa ko sa kanya sa pinaggagawa niya sa sarili niya, sabi ni John Amar. Okay. So, okay. Kung mainit na yun sa inyo guys, paano pa kaya itong next? Okay, makikita dito sa clip natin, kumbaga, natin na ipe-press down siya ni McHenry At proof to ng mga sinasabi ko sa inyo na bayaran tong hayop na to. Okay? Bayaran tong hayop na to in a context of whatever. Hindi ko alam kung tender talaga, US dollars, hindi ko alam. Okay? And kumbaga, kasi sobrang stick niya lang talaga sa mga pinagsasabi niya. So medyo mahaba to, pero pakinggan natin at mag-focus kayo dito, guys. Okay? It's really important.
This should not be the hard work of a chairman to answer these questions. You have 30 major rulemakings, but you won't even provide basic documents to us.
Teka lang, natatawa talaga ako. Nakita niyo ba, sumisilip si Maxine. Pucha, buisit.
Responsiveness is non-compliance, and we'll have to take action if you're not willing to comply. You have a 10-week review process, and you've not provided documents. You've got serious questions to answer to the public and to Congress, and we intend to get your compliance. We can do it the easy way or the hard way.
Ayan. So, bago tayo pumunta sa next video natin, okay? Ay tayo si Maxine. Wisit. Kakatawa eh. Alright, pero ngayon, makikita natin this coming next months, okay, if may gagawin si SEC, okay, sa mga nangyayari, lalo na sa mga sunod-sunod nilang talo against crypto assets like Coinbase, okay, and Binance, and XRP with Avax and Sol, etc. Let's see if they will be able to address. Kasi yun yung napaka-importanting topic ng ano natin eh, aside from Bitcoin. Okay? So, kumbaga, okay, I want to make sure that I want to make sure as well na may report ko sa inyo kung sakaling may magandang usad sa SEC maliban dun sa mga talo nila with the XRP and with the other centralized exchanges, of course. Then dito sa mag-focus muna tayo sa mga next videos kasi napaka-importante. Then dito makikita nyo kung paano pa siya ipe-press hard sa mga topics na to. Pero let's go with Maxine Waters muna. Kasi yun yung favorite character niya dito. Ito na yung Bitcoin. Bakit Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin? Tingnan natin, guys. Okay?
But since we started out on Bitcoms, let's go further into crypto. The failures and fraud of crypto firms like Terra Luna, which was larger than the Madoff Ponzi scheme in 2008. I know that the SEC has brought enforcement actions against Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX, the failure of which cost investors $9 billion. How much in penalties have defendants paid in cases you have settled? Are crypto firms getting the message?
I do share your concerns that this is a field that's rife with fraud and manipulation and scams.
Ayan. So, okay. So, yun yung Bitcoin natin, guys. Okay? I don't know. Kung nakita, basta Bitcoin. Okay? Bitcoin ang next bullish. Tingnan nga, maglalabasan na yung niyan, shitcoin ng Bitcoin. Maniwala kayo sa akin, guys. Okay? Alam mo yung katangahan talaga nito eh. Hindi mo malaman. Okay? If nananadya or trip talaga niya para pag-usapan siya. Alam mo yun? Okay? And but kidding aside and kidding at the same time, okay? Bitcoin, lalabas yan. Maniwala kayo sa akin, guys. Lalabas yung shitcoin. Baka meron na nga kahapon. Hindi lang ako updated kasi sa mga shitcoin ngayon. Yung ako napapapilate yung utak ko ng mga katangahan na katulad nito eh. So, yun nga, para maging trending siya, pag-usapan siya since malapit na nga yung election. Since nasa na tayo, third year na tayo eh. And fourth year will be crucial. Like I said, dun sa last live natin, napaka-importante yung mga hindi pa nakakapanood. Manood kayo, guys. Kasi I did some predictions on how the cryptocurrency, kung paano ko gusto makita, okay, how I wanna see cryptocurrencies the next 3 to 12 months from now. Okay? Pero, yun nga, sulat, itong baga Bitcoin, okay? Yung Bitcoin yun talaga, hindi Bitcoin eh. Kamali lang siya or talaga sinadya niya, okay? Kasi she wants to ridicule, okay, those people who are in this kind of platform or space. Okay, alam mo yung typical na pang gagago kumbaga. Sorry sa word, pero yun nga, yung pang bobonak nila. dun sa mga words, katulad sabihin natin kay PewDiePie, hindi nila mabanggit yung last name ni Felix, which is si PewDiePie, yung real name ni kasi bakit nire-ridicule yung mga gamers dati, parang ganun, na they don't have any room in this world and they're just mere losers, parang ganun yung sinasabi doon. But yeah, like I said, I think this is just another programming. I don't know. Maybe it's just like an honest mistake. I don't know. I wanna think it that way, but it just don't fit. Okay. Well, let's play the next video. Okay. Kasi dito pag-uusapan natin dito kung gaano ka-ipokrito tong bruhan na to.
Mr. Gensler, you've done more than anyone in government to thwart the creation of an efficient ecosystem that will allow corrupt politicians to not have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash and gold bars in their home when they could be discovered by the FBI.
Chairman Gensler, have you ever spoken to Senator Menendez about the Security and Exchange Commission's Director of Enforcement, Gerbera Grual?
No.
On May 20th, 2021, your public calendar notes a call with Senator Menendez. What was discussed during that call, if you can remember?
2 years ago, sir, but if I recall, there was some discussion about possible disclosure by public companies of political contributions.
Well, you hired Mr. Grual as the SEC's Director of Enforcement shortly after that May 20th call. Are you aware of the glowing statement in support that was put out by Senator Menendez praising your hire?
I thank you for letting me know that, but until you told me, or until today.
Well, I'm deeply concerned about this.
And so, ewan ko alam mo sobrang tanga-tangaan. Ewan ko, anyways, let's talk about Senator Menendez. Okay? Kasi this is all about the this one. Okay? U.S. Senator Bob Menendez pleads not guilty to pocketing bribes in a wide-ranging corruption case. So, panoorin natin. Luma na to, guys, ha? Luma na to.
Come on. We got to get through. Come on, guys. Give us some space. Let's go. Let's go. We need some space.
We're stuck. Hello there, sir, ma'am. How are you today?
Yo, stay back there.
Senator, good morning. How are you, sir? Had a good night's sleep?
Yan. Anyways, this is a very old 2022 news. But why we are talking about this one? Kasi ito yung yung gold bars. Okay, but we'll talk further more on that one. But let's proceed to our next video, guys. Okay?
The CAT, Consolidated Audit Trail. For over a decade, this bad idea has been floating around the commission since the flash crash in 2010 to collect and store private personal information on every American and every American with a brokerage account at every broker-dealer. In my view, this is a massive overkill. This is unnecessary invasion of privacy. This is a massive new tax on the brokerage account of individual American citizens. And maybe worst of all, considering the 9 years I've been here, this is another massive centralized government database that's going to be hacked, like the IRS, like the CFPB, like OPM. You inherited this albatross. Why don't you just bury it and say that we're not going to do the CAT?
Though I inherited, not only from them, but I inherited from my dad, a real allergy to cats, and it's real.
Oh, my God.
Bobo talaga, nakakabuo. Ewan ko, puiset. Nagpipigil ako magmura. Naiinis talaga ako sa mga ganun sagutan. Alam yun, talagang talagang pagmumukain niya kayong tanga, guys. Alam mo yun, to the point na, alam mo yun, sobrang edukado nyo. Kunyari, sabihin natin gano'n. Tapos makikipag-engage ka sa mga ganitong sagutan lang. Or sabihin natin hindi ka edukado. Pero, alam mo yun, talagang minaster mo yung ganitong topics. Tapos bigla kang ganun kakausapin. Like, we're talking about like the fortune. Tapos, yung mga ewan ko. Anyways, but yeah, so I want to talk about as well another thing. Okay. Singit ko lang to, guys. Okay. Why I think this woman is really hypocrite. Okay. And why anyways, yeah, why this woman is like real hypocrite. Okay. Wait lang. Baba natin siya. Okay. Kasi tingnan nyo to. This is her. Okay. Blowing flying kisses. Okay. Maxine Waters. Kissing. Okay. Kissing Sam Bankman-Fried. Goodbye. Okay. Tingnan nyo to, guys. Oh. Tingnan mo. Tingnan mo. Oh. Diba? Oh, parang nagkikiss lang sa anak niya, diba? You know why? Okay, hindi to chismis, guys, ha. Totoo na to, okay? At backed up tong chismis ko, okay? Kasi makikita nyo dito, okay? Yung, kumbaga, yung article ng Fortune Crypto, kumbaga, eto. Tingnan to. Ito ba yan? Ito nga. Fortune Crypto. Yan. Kasi hindi natin mababasa siya ng todo. Pero kung babasahin niyo siya to, tapos tinry ko siya i-inspect element. Okay, para lang mabasa, okay? Nabanggit dyan yung mga, okay, na, kumbaga, nabigyan. Okay, at isa sa dyan sa mga pinakagalante. Okay, at yung second to the largest donor, okay, at talagang donator ng mga Democrats, okay, is yan si George Soros. Okay, tinanong ni Reiko kung ano ba yung kamukha ni Soros. Yes, si Soros yan, guys. Okay, bale, kumbaga, sunod lang to, sila FTX kay Soros, at tong si Ryan Salami, or whatever. Okay, ngayon, move on na tayo, okay, kasi nahaba yung pinag-uusapan natin, and I want you guys to see more, okay, of this topic. Okay, so 23 nanonood sa atin dyan, guys. Gano'ng kahirap sa inyo na i-hit yung like at share para lang patulungan tayo sa algorithm, guys. Explain mo yung style ni Soros para sa mga hindi nakakaalam on how he moves. Gusto ko, kaso mahaba pa yung natin pag-usapan natin, guys, eh. Like real. Pwede mo i-comment dito parang katulad kay Papa GB. Share mo sa amin, yan. Kasi si Papa GB nag-share lagi sa comment section. Then I'll spice it up. Okay? So okay, dito sa part na to medyo magulo at mahaba. Kumbaga yung kwento na to. Medyo off topic din tayo actually. Issues ng kumbaga ng crypto pero brief topic lang natin kasi gusto ko kayo i-inform. Kumbaga para pag may kumbaga pag may nag-uusap sa paligid nyo, hindi kayo yung tahimik lang na walang alam, okay? Kayo yung tahimik lang, pero tatahimik lang, pero delikado, parang ganon, okay? But, yeah, about with Melendez, okay? He pleads not guilty about this bribery, okay? So, yun na yung, kumbaga yun nga, si Melendez, nagigulo sa may comment section. Okay. So, yun nga, si Melendez, isang senator dito sa US, nag-plead siya na not guilty about sa bribery charges at yung mga pasaring, kumbaga na may gold bars na nakita sa kanyang properties. Okay. But, yun nga, since lumalalim na yung topics natin patungkol sa overall, okay, but this is also a very, very important topic na napag-usapan dun sa hearing. But many of the people in the crypto space feels like this is an irrelevant topic. But I think, okay, this hearing is also all about exposing the corruption that is happening inside. Okay? Pero ngayon, dito sa next topic natin is pag-uusapan na natin yung privacy consumer. Okay? At yung mga nakakabit patungkol sa usapin na to. Okay? Nasaan na ba yan? Ayan. Pakinggan natin, guys. Okay?
Mr. Gensler, you had an 18-year career at Goldman Sachs where you were partner and co-head of finance, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And is it correct to say that you made most of your personal wealth directly through your employment at this bank, Goldman Sachs?
I've done well since then, too, sir.
I'll take that as a yes as well. Do you think it's possible for you to serve as an impartial regulator and not favor large financial intermediaries?
Absolutely, sir.
This perspective has nothing to do with a concern you noted in a speech last year where you said, quote, over the past year, several bank executives have shared their concerns with me about the sheer number of depositors who have moved money from their bank accounts into crypto-related exchanges and wallets, end quote. Right?
The concern that those bank executives raised was that there's
again, I'm reclaiming my time.
Customers were getting hurt.
I've asked you to answer the questions as short as I can so I can use the time I have, and it's clear that you would like to avoid answering the questions, in my opinion. An Obama-appointed judge in the Southern District of New York, a bank-friendly jurisdiction where you bring most of your cases, recently found that decentralized financial technology, quote, not only removes the so-called middlemen from these transactions, but it also allows users to interact through a variety of methods in an easy and efficient manner, end quote. The court also said underwriters like the ones at banks where you work, sir, are, quote, precisely the types of individual roles that decentralized exchanges were designed to eliminate, end quote.
This is a field that's rife with fraud and manipulation, and I'm looking at...
Sorry guys, nasira yung Streamlabs ko dito eh. Tinatry ko kasi siyang kunan, ninanakaw lang natin guys. Pero bear with it, okay? Kasi may mga video naman niya sa mga susunod. Ay, wala na rin video. Ay,
rhetoric last year where you said, quote, bank accounts, quote, so-called, quote,
rife with fraud and
individual roles that decentralized.
Okay guys, mukhang sira yata yung encryptor natin. So nawala yung video. Pero makinig lang kayo guys, okay? Makinig lang kayo.
Exchanges were designed to eliminate, end quote.
This is a field that's rife with fraud and manipulation, and I'm looking out for the American investors who've been hurt by the crypto.
Yeah. I'll reclaim my time. Mr. Gensler, despite your years of rhetoric, like today, I'm convinced you are not an impartial regulator. Instead, it's clear that you are working to consolidate your own power, even though it means crushing opportunities for everyday Americans. It cannot be understated that a common theme throughout your career, sir, is your relentless loyalty to the largest financial institutions at the clear expense of innovation, competition, and everyday Americans. I yield back.
I suspect some large financial institutions would not agree with that.
There's no question, sir. I've yielded back my time.
Ayan. So, yun nga. Kumbaga dito, talagang, kumbaga makikita niya na patawa talaga to si Gensler. I really don't like how he answers as well. Okay, so kanina nga pala may binanggit na consumer privacy. Okay, so sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ang consumer privacy, okay, importante to kasi usapin to ng personal information na kung saan pag na-misuse or inadequately protected, okay, or hindi maingat na naprotektahan can also heavily be used for crimes and also result to identity theft. Okay, so yung financial fraud na usapin and yung other crimes that collectively cost people millions or thousands to millions of dollars and to billions. Okay, kung sakaling talagang big fish yung madali. But yeah, businesses and governments and millions of dollars, like I said, are not safe. Okay, kahit mapa-government ka or mapa-businesses. That's why SEC is right there, kuno. Okay, para kumbaga dito kaya gusto ko isama to kaso nasira yung video natin and I'm really sorry about that guys, and I hope you stay on the live kasi i-explain ko sa inyo, masihimayin ko since wala tayong video, pero kung bumalik yung video maayos talaga to kasi ewan ko, sira yung encryptor natin eh dahil nga nag-alala din ako doon sa Discord natin. Ayun, so yun nga, kumbaga, pakinggan naman natin si Tom Emmers. Okay, si Tom Emmers, ito yung issue naman sa Goldman Sachs na binanggit kanina. Kumbaga, yun. So, yun yung pinag-uusapan kanina na mahaba, pero kinat ko na rin siya. Kaya siguro nasira tong video na to. Kumbaga, pero pakinggan natin. Kumbaga, si Emmer naman. Okay, kasi yung kanina nagsasalita si Tom Emmers yun. Tapos yung pakinggan naman natin ngayon wait lang. Play ko na lang guys, okay? Para maalala ko. Kasi hindi ko siya maalala eh.
The SEC saw its first split decision, I would say, in the major crypto case in court with the July 13th ruling involving Ripple's XRP. I worry that we're heading towards a pattern of court battles to determine if each individual token is either a security or not.
I think those filings speak for themselves, and I just don't want to in any way speak to something and say even choosing a word differently than the commission voted to make filings in that following.
Ayan.
And finally,
Wait lang. So, wait lang. Bago ko i-play yan, okay? So, kumbaga wala na naman tayo nakuha ang sagot kay, kay Gensler doon. So, paunti-unti lang. Pero yun yung usapin ng XRP loss, okay? So, since nalimutan ko siya. Pero yun yung usapin ng XRP loss, yung talo ng SEC sa XRP, okay? Then, kumbaga mahaba siya, pero since pinag-usapan na natin yun sa ibang live natin, balikan nyo na lang siya, kaya pinutol ko na siya. Kasi yung next natin, yung babaeng yun na naririnig nyo, is pag-uusapan niya yung ating ID system. Kumbaga yung sangang daan na pwede na natin pag-usapan din sa wakas, yung China and yung ID system na meron sila, which pinag-usapan na natin yun din sa last live natin. Okay, but let's play this one.
Finally, I want to raise an alarming issue that I think needs further attention. The timing of various actions by the SEC while Congress is seeking to establish a regulatory framework on digital assets. To name a few, January 12th, 2023, this committee announces the formation of the Digital Assets Financial Technology and Inclusion Subcommittee. It was subsequently announced that the SEC pursued enforcement actions against 2 firms. March 9th, 2023, the committee hosts its first hearing on the Biden administration's approach to digital assets. An hour before the hearing, you publish an op-ed in The Hill. April 27th, 2023, the committee hosts another hearing on digital asset regulation. You tweet and quote office hours video on your view that most digital assets are securities. May 3rd, 2023, this committee and the House Agriculture Committee led...
Wait, try natin i-play dito sa kung magpi-play siya. Ayan, nandito na tayo guys. Okay, i-play ko siya dito kasi dito ako nag-e-edit kanina. Okay, sana ma-appreciate nyo pa rin guys kasi nasira siya dito. Play natin kung okay siya.
Finally, I want to raise an alarming issue that I think needs further attention. The timing of various actions by the SEC while Congress is seeking to establish a regulatory framework on digital assets. To name a few, January 12th, 2023, this committee announces the formation of the Digital Assets Financial Technology and Inclusion Subcommittee. It was subsequently announced that the SEC pursued enforcement actions against 2 firms. March 9th, 2023, the committee hosts its first hearing on the Biden administration's approach to digital assets. An hour before the hearing, you publish an op-ed in The Hill. April 27th, 2023, the committee hosts another hearing on digital asset regulation. You tweet and quote office hours video on your view that most digital assets are securities. May 3rd, 2023, this committee and the House Agriculture Committee led by my colleague Chairman Thompson announced our first joint hearing on digital asset legislation, which is unprecedented. You published another office hours. I'm not one to connect dots, but it seems like you're actively trying to undermine the work of Congress. You must not impede our work to do our job, even though you won't do yours. I yield back.
If the gentleman wants to respond.
I very much respect the work of this committee, and particularly the work of this committee around crypto assets. We have a robust time because this is a field that's rife with fraud and abuse, and so our enforcement agenda sometimes does roll out while you're doing your good work here as well.
Yan. So, alam mo, medyo umiinit na talaga, pero kumbaga para sa akin talaga hindi ko gusto to yung ginagawa niya. But yeah, yung next nating speaker is si Richie Torres, pero ewan ko para sa akin okay, napakabobo lang talaga yung sagutan nito ni Gensler na parang lahat kumbaga pare-parehas na lang, paulit-ulit lang, etc. Then I think this is interesting, kumbaga yung topic ng coordinated attacks na ginagawa nila. Pero at least, okay, nakikita na to ng Congress, okay? And that's why we are here having this hearing, okay? Then kumbaga I'm very happy na may ganito. Why Gensler is going to be in a very hot seat this coming months, especially with the final decision mamaya na makikita nyo sa end ng video na to. Okay? Then also we will be able to do live already about the advancement which the China is trying to do. Na neto lang nabasa ko yung news kahapon na they're releasing a wristbands that has DIDs, okay, or ID system from decentralized, deleting the decentralized idea to centralized, kung saan doon lang sa bracelet na yon lahat ng pera ay uuwi sa China government, parang ganon, so that they can track each and everyone, then put a scoring to everyone, each and everyone's person or people na nasa China and who's using yuan, parang ganon. But yeah, let's see what's going to be the word from Richie Torres. Ito si Richie Torres, guys. Siya yung pinaka-favorite ko na nagsalita dito sa live na to. But I hope you guys enjoy, okay?
Does an investment contract require a contract?
And it has a four components.
Ulitin natin, wait lang. Talakasan ko lang tong volume nito para marinig niyo siya maigi. Okay.
I did not go to MIT, but in the Bronx, if I ask whether an investment contract includes a contract, the answer is typically yes or no. And the court found that the combination of those two contracts, the total scheme, the total transaction, the total economic reality, was constitutive of an investment contract. And so a scheme or a transaction does not mean the absence of any contract at all. It means, as it did in Howey, a multiplicity of contracts. In August, there were 6 law professors from law schools as preeminent as Yale who came to the following conclusion, quote, no decision of the Supreme Court has ever found that a scheme that does not involve a contract could qualify as an investment contract. And so do you disagree with that statement? And if so, could you please cite a decision of the Supreme Court that has found an investment contract in the absence of an actual contract?
Investment contract has been...
What's the name of the case, Mr. Gensler? The Supreme Court case that has found an investment contract in the absence of an actual contract. Do you have the name? Can you cite a case?
The SEC over the decades, whether it's
Can you cite a case?
Whether it's whiskey.
I find it telling that you cannot cite a single case.
That's a security.
Not a single. How about a Second Circuit case? Can you cite a single Second Circuit case that found an investment contract in the absence of a contract?
I understand where you're trying to go, and I'm going to leave that to the very fine attorneys at the SEC in front of courts.
This is. Let me finish. This is a question to which you should know the answer, because the definition of an investment contract is the central issue. That's what determines the extent of your authority. That's what determines the applicability of federal securities law to crypto transactions. And your inability to answer that question is baffling to me.
I'm answering it consistent with what the Supreme Court has said, which is the law of the land is a 4-part test.
And yet you cannot cite a single case.
Diba? Yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, guys. And I think, okay, I'm really confident that I will be able to say that Mr. Torres was able to like really prepare. Pero nakakalungkot lang na bibigyan ka ng mga ganitong sagutan ni Gensler. Okay? So, I mean, yeah, let's go to our next topic because dito sa topic naman na to, napakaganda nito, okay? Gusto ko si Torres kasi, to be honest, kasi he really came prepared, like I said, okay? Then kumbaga sinama at hindi ko na sinama yung mga ibang recording, okay, natin, okay, na to for live, with including Mr. Torres and Mr. Emmer. Actually, pinaikli ko siya so that ma-enjoy nyo pa rin. Pero sobrang spot on kasi yung mga tanong na to. And kumbaga yung point na sobrang focus lang sa legal at yung trying to really know kung ano talaga papel ng SEC at mismo nung chair, yung current chair. Kumbaga, and pressing on to how will you be able to prove your capabilities as a current chair of the SEC by just explaining a single topic, parang ganon. So it's just like amazing for me. I don't know, it really it is really up to you guys, okay? But dito sa next topic is pag-uusapan naman nila yung NFTs, okay? Ito, NFT guys, NFT naman. Okay? Matutuwa kayo sa mga susunod pang clips. But yeah, pakinggan nyo to guys. Si ano pa rin to, si Mr. Torres pa rin to.
Suppose I were to purchase a Pokemon card would doing so constitute a security transaction?
I don't know what the context is, but if you're just purchasing a Pokemon card.
If I purchase a Pokemon card, is that a security
retail
transaction?
Store, that's not a security.
Okay. If I were to purchase a tokenized Pokemon card on a digital exchange via a blockchain, is that a security transaction?
I'd have to know more.
Okay, so for you, the process of tokenization is what transforms a non-security transaction into a security transaction?
Look, if the investing
I thought you were technology neutral.
Ayan. So yung word na technology neutral na doon palang talo na siya eh. Okay, ibit na talaga si Gensler doon. Kasi yung, kumbaga, to the point na, kasi may pera talagang iniikot or umiikot sa NFTs and it's trillions of money. Okay? Ayun, that's a gotcha moment. Ayun. So, kumbaga doon, okay, may isip mo na, kumbaga para di maisip na may, kumbaga, ganong pera sa NFTs. Tapos ganong kakahirap at kumbaga kahirap sa kaalaman at karunungan. Kasi hindi mo pa rin naiintindihan bakit meron. Okay, but same with Gensler. Okay, fascinating sa akin yung talagang levels ng kabunakan nito. Okay, na doon sa word na tokenization, kumbaga natarugan siya eh. Kumbaga, if you will continue or watch the original footage of this one, you will see like how Gensler is pissed. Kumbaga nag-gotcha bitch siya dito. Gotcha bitch, parang ganun. So, yun nga, gotcha moment nga yun. So, you can relate to the expensive paintings. Ayun, so yun nga, I mean, but the thing is, yung press on sa kanya kasi dito, na pag na-tokenize, kumbaga. So, just proves that the forking of BTC all the way down to the Ethereum, to smart contracts, then to the proving of blockchain technology, then all the way down, pabalik do sa NFTs. It's just fun to hear that it works, okay? That the whole system works, okay? Then, that Satoshi Nakamoto don't have to like be threatened and, to be threatened already by emailing again. Na ginawa niya dati na ang babala niya na pag nag-succeed tong dalawang developer na to into forking the BTC, then we're screwed and we'll consider Bitcoin as a failed project. But yeah, yun nga. So dito proven and tested that they will not be able to fight they really have to make an annex already for tokenization, for decentralized exchanges, for certain NFT trades under sexes or dex to dex, mga ganyan. So marami silang kailangang ayusin at pagandahin. So dito papasok si Binance, okay? Kumbaga ito, move on na lang tayo kasi masyado na mahaba to eh. Ito, lumalagpas na tayo ng 1 oras. Then, patapos na tayo guys. Okay, dito na tayo kay Davidson. Okay, more on pressing Cape Gensler and testing his authority and capabilities as a chair and dito with the SEC.
Chairman Gensler, recently a federal court called your rejection of a Bitcoin ETF, quote, arbitrary and capricious. If anything a judge says would change your mind, you responded, quote, well, no, not really. It seems that you don't really recognize the authority of the judicial branch. You seem to have a love for the Howey test, selectively applied as illustrated by Mr. Torres. In light of those reactions, what should people make about the Bitcoin ETF? How will the SEC revise its approach?
We have great respect for the courts. I personally have great respect for the courts. We're considering that. It's still an active consideration at the commission. And
so you haven't made up your mind. I got to tell you,
familiar with the case.
Yeah, I got to tell you that many market participants have reached out and are concerned that you will arbitrarily, perhaps also capriciously, pull recent filings ahead of others who've been working with the SEC for years to get an approval for a Bitcoin spot ETF. Frankly, your time as chairman has highlighted 2 problems, a Gary Gensler problem and a structural flaw in the SEC. And as I told you in April, I proposed a solution called the SEC Stabilization Act. You're making the case for this bill easier every day you're acting as the chairman. You're front-running Congress you're front-running the courts, you're front-running even the own administration, and no one has held you to account for that. I mean, I wish the Biden administration would say you're fired. Congress hopefully will with the SEC Stabilization Act. I yield.
Ay, naka, Diyos ko. Alam yung tipong, ba't ka pa nandito? Parang gano'n eh. Ba't ka pa nandito? Tumalas ka lang nga dito. Parang sayang oras sa akin dito. Busy kami dito. Alam mo yun, sobrang lumulubog ka na sa upuan. Tapos, iniisip mo na matatanggal ka na sa pwesto. Tapos, wala nang magpe-pension sa'yo. Both banksies. Kumbaga, both government banks. Tapos, both Wall Street banks. Kumbaga, it's just like really pressuring, and I would really also, okay, kumbaga, think na, kinakabahan na to, yung mga talagang nangangatog na to, kung kanina lang to, nangangatog na to kanina pa, ganon. Pero dito tayo sa extra clip natin as a finisher, okay, this is about the subpoena coming from the Congress to Gensler. This is the final, okay? Final, natin. Tingnan natin kung ano nang naging, nila, decision.
I think we've come to this crossroad where subpoenas may be necessary. And so with that, Mr. Chairman, you have my full support as when and if you decide to move forward. But
I don't want to use the compulsory process for the first time in our history. So I think it's would be a purposeful act on your part if it resulted in us issuing a subpoena.
Yeah. So, doon natatapos issuing na subpoena, then support daw yung si McHenry. Okay? So, I don't know guys. It's really up to you guys. Natuwa lang ako dun sa hearing. Then yun yung mga naging explosive at nakakatawa sa akin. Okay, I want to repeat that. Okay. I want to repeat that part. Okay. Parang in-expose na talaga ng bobo mo. Ba't ka pa nandito?
I got to tell you that many market participants have reached out and are concerned that you will arbitrarily, perhaps also capriciously, pull recent filings ahead of others who've been working with the SEC for years to get an approval for a Bitcoin spot ETF. You know, frankly, your time as chairman has highlighted two problems, a Gary Gensler problem and a structural flaw in the SEC. And as I told you in April, I proposed a solution called the SEC Stabilization
Ayan. Tignan niyo rin yung SEC Stabilization Act.
You're making the case for this bill easier every day you are acting as the chairman. You're front-running Congress, you're front-running the courts, you're front-running even the own administration, and no one has held you to account for that. I mean, I wish the Biden administration would say you're fired. Congress hopefully will with the SEC Stabilization Act. I yield.
Alam mo yung, hindi na pinagsalita. Lagi silang I yield. Yung naman pag-gusto sa'yo. Papaligoy-ligoy mo, sayangin mo lang oras namin. Pero yun nga guys, the reason why I did this is not because to roast him or anybody, okay, anyone you guys, and just a chat. I want you guys to really be aware, since alam ko nakakatamad na manood ng mga ganito, pero hindi man ko na para sa inyo. Okay, hindi ko man na ibigay sa inyo na under 1 hour or parang TikTok, pero I hope you guys really enjoyed this kind of contents. Kasi walang gumagawa nito sa Pilipinas. Ewan kung bakit. Naghanap ako, nagtry talaga ako Okay, wala talagang kaya magganto sa I was really hoping that there are a lot of bears like us who are willing to talk about this kind of topics and, somehow give you small information to, a lot of information na sisiksikin talaga kayo. I'm not like boastful about it na ako lang. Okay? Maybe it's because I want to make sure that you guys remember us here, okay, not me, us here, na during bear market, okay, yung mga magyayabang, okay, yung mga magsasabi sa inyo na nandito sila ng bull market, tanongin nyo kailan sila nandito kasi hindi natin sila nakita, okay? Tandaan nyo yan guys, na pag sa bull market sasabihin na naman ng mga yan na talaga nandito sila, na nakialam sila, sinuwerte na naman sila sa isa na namang investment, sabihin nila they've been making 6 to 7 figures nung bear market and this is how, register kayo dito sa ganito ko, etc. Hindi na ako magsasalita kung sino yun, pero apelido niya letter F, okay? Pero kayo na bahala, guys, mag-isip ko sino yun, okay? Marami apelidong letter F. Pero yeah, I hope you guys really understand, okay, what we've been talking about here. Please do replay if you want to really understand. And I'm really sorry, nagkaroon tayo technical difficulties. Hindi ko na-review na sira pala yung output video natin. But yeah, tinry ko ilagay dito sa Adobe Premiere so that you can still see something. Then nag-drop tayo ng viewers kasi because of that. But it's just like, you know, it's not for them. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. And ikaw na nandito, nanonood pa rin hanggang sa huli, I wanna congratulate you kasi you gained another kaalaman at karunungan dito sa live natin. And guys, kung may gusto pa kayong sabihin, magtanong na kayo guys kasi I will try to answer and I will try to also like, you know, like give a shout out sa mga nandito. So ayan, nandito si Jeremiah Navera. Nandito na rin yung baby girl ko, si Maria. Okay, di pa rin siya nagko-comment. Busy siya, busy. Yan. Yan, so guys, wala ba kayong tanong? Ano MF? Ano MF? Okay, tama ka also. Nawala lahat ang mga YouTubers ng NFT gaming. Kumbaga. So makikita nyo guys, ngayon pag nakabutas na naman yung mga yan, okay, maniwala kayo sa akin guys. Pag nakabutas na naman yung mga yan, sabihin nila nandito sila since bull market ng bear market, tahimik lang sila, blah blah blah. Hindi totoo yan guys. Maniwala kayo sa akin. Okay, pag nakabutas yung mga yan, laging ganun. Sabihin nila na nag-shot call sila ng ganito, shot call silang ganyan, etc. Tayo may full transcript tayo guys na nandito tayo guys. Okay, kasi kayo yung patunay na nandito kayo at patunay niyo yan sa sarili niyo na nandito tayo. Okay? Tandaan niyo yan guys. Wala akong sinabi huy. Sino Pabis? Marvin Pabis, hindi Di na tayo nagmamanti service. Di ko alam. MF. MF. Initial kauso. Di ko alam. Di ko ilala yun. Mobile Legends. ML pala yun. Si Coach Miranda Minor din, sir. Nagtotok din ng ganito. Ayun, si Coach Miranda Minor. Hindi ko masyado kasi gala din masyado pero yun nga, yung mga sinat call ko din na tingin ko magtatagal, wala na rin sila Gumawa ako ng Twitter thread about dyan yung mga tingin ko magtatagal at gagawa pa rin ng content. Wala na, hindi na sila gumagawa ng content. Yun, wala na. Si, wala na rin Si ganito, wala na rin. Nakakalungkot lang. Yung iba, gagawa lang ng content kasi may nag-email sa kanila na, uy, ano mo naman to? Product research mo naman to. Tapos gawa mo na Ang dami kong ganun guys. Maniwala kayo sa akin pero hindi ako hindi ko tinatanggap. Nagtitiwala lang ako sa inyo guys na one day makikita niyo yung value ng channel natin na hindi ako naging benta. Kumbaga, nagkamali ako, oo, pero hindi ako naging benta. Kung nagkamali man ako, di ko na inulit. Naging sell out. Yun nga. So, yun nga guys. Yan. Sino Roperang? Sino yun? Pucha ka. Nagbabanggit kayo naman drop name kayo guys. Ako, wala akong di-drop name. Sabi ko lang letter F. Diyos ko. Sino Roperang? Diyos ko ka. Admin ka pa naman dito, Jules. Diyos ko ka. Si Robert. Pala kayo dyan, guys. Ayaw na nga. End live na tayo, guys. Okay. Thank you, guys. Kasalanan mo to, Rayco. Ay, Robert. Wala ako dyan, Robert, Si Rayco yan, guys. Ganyan, bad yan. Tingnan nyo. Sa akin kasi yun, si Rayco yan, guys, Robert. Wala ako dyan, Robert, Ba may issue, ma-TikTok clip to, guys. Si Rayco yan, guys. Si Rayco. I'm that guy. Ayan, anyways, guys, thank you so much, guys. And I hope you guys treat this as tsismisan lang lahat. Okay? Kailangan mo pa rin aralin, planuhin, at kilusan. Nung sa gayon, ang lahat ng to ay yung makamtan. At syempre, stay awesome. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much. Parang kaalaman lang, no? Kung ano yun? Ano niya? Basta lagi kong nalilimutan. Basta si kaalaman. Anyways, have a great night, guys. Thank you so much and have a great weekend. Kita-kita ulit sa Monday na lang. Monday. Try ko mag-Sunday live ulit pero wala akong oras eh. Kailangan ko focus muna sa sarili ko, guys. Unahin ko sarili ko bago kayo, syempre. Ano kayo? Swerte. Anyways, commercial muna kunyari talaga, 'di ba? Final conclusion daw. Ano daw yung final conclusion ko? Tama nga naman. Nasa yung final conclusion dito. Okay, ito yung final conclusion ko, guys. Okay, si Gary Gensler. Okay. Pag natanggal yan si Gary Gensler, magsaspark yan ng God candle. Ilan yung masasabi ko? Okay, ano yung God candle? Okay, out of nowhere, no narratives nor anything, bigla na lang, boom. May malalaglag na God candle. Yun yung magiging spark ng supermoon. Pag nagkaroon ng God candle, always yan, adoption next niyan. So, ano yung mga proof na may God candle? Katulad nung wala na naniniwala sa crypto noong 2011. Tapos 2012, boom, $500, $200. Okay? Tapos, sumunod niyan is yung nung 2016, quit it. Sabi nila, quit it. Bitcoin is just a fairy dust. Sabi nilang ganon. Tapos sumunod na God candle din is nung 2020 COVID. Sabi nila, is the fall of all institutions and market, even cryptocurrencies. Boom. Biglang God candle. Sumunod. Ito, next God candle natin. Okay? Gary Gensler, tingin ko, isa sa mga magpo-produce ng God candle yan. Pag natanggal si Gary Gensler, tapos ang magiging topic natin is we're embracing decentralization under the trust and basta mga ganon. Kumbaga may bagong slogan na naman ng mga central banks. Kumbaga, tanggalin nila si Gensler, maglalagay sila ng bagong tao, tapos na magiging for the people, for the masses, etc. blah blah blah. Tapos titiklop yung taong yan, baka maging JFK siya, tipong ganon. Okay, nagkamali sila kay JFK eh. Nilagay nila si JFK dati na gustong gawin na gold standard din silver standard ang US. Kumbaga commodity wise, backed up ang US dollar. Tapos yun yung ipapahiram sa ibang tao, kumbaga. Parang ganon. Ngayon, tingin ko yun yung mangyayari. Isa yon sa mga dahilan na tingin ko na magiging God candle na ipoproduce by 2024 by Q4. Yun yung nakikita ko. Okay, but don't take it as a financial advice. Okay, it's just like my wonder kumbaga, pag paano kaya kung matanggal si Gensler, ano kayong mangyari? I think everyone will celebrate. Kasi ang daming hater ni Gensler. Maniwala kayo sa akin. Pag may Gensler topic nga sa Reddit, sobrang inuulan. Gensler tweet nga sobrang talagang matry mo man troll. Kunyari kampi ka kay Gensler. Tingnan natin di ka magkaroon ng maraming haters. Anyways, yun lang. I hope you guys have a great weekend and commercial ulit tayo para kunyari vlogger guys, okay? Stay awesome, guys. Bye-bye.